So if you're looking into getting into the ADAS category, there are some brands that have absolute amazing and innovative products. One such brand is our feature brand today in Brandmotion. Today we've got their product expert Nick joining us to tell us a little bit about not only the offering, but some of the key technologies that really make Brandmotion stand out in this category. This is CMA Connected, brought to you by SiriusXM, all about brand motion. And it starts now. What's going on, guys? Welcome to another CMA Connected, brought to you by SiriusXM. I'm your host, Ben Wu. We're talking advanced driver assistance systems, better known as ADAS, and that is a full range of different safety products, whether it's cameras or otherwise. And today we're going to find out just how Brandmotion fits into the entire picture that is ADAS. Nick, welcome to the show. What can we be expecting to be talking about on today's segment?
Hey Ben, great to be here. Nick with Brandmotion. We offer a full suite of vehicle solutions when it comes to assisting the drivers and with visibility when it comes to cameras, wired, wireless, proximity sensors, bird's eye view, radar blind spot. We're there to help you every step of the way. And let's get into it.
All right, Nick, happy you're here, and we will definitely get into it. But first, an opportunity for our partner, SiriusXM, to remind you dealers out there why it's always a great add-on sale. And when we come back, let's talk brand motion with ADAS.
Hi, Paul Truman here with SiriusXM. We reached out to some of our partners in the industry, and here's what they had to say.
I can't say more or enough about just what it means to have our unit working with SiriusXM. It's like we're there now.
The SiriusXM service is something consumers want, right? So it's Paul.
That allows a consumer to listen to either podcasts, entertainment, sports, all at their fingertips. It's all about engagement, and that's what SiriusXM provides.
SiriusXM is a huge component in a vehicle nowadays. Consumers expect that technology to be available both in our OEM system as well as the aftermarket upgrades that they're applying to their vehicle.
Alpine and SiriusXM, through our electronics, are able to offer the consumer on the aftermarket side SiriusXM 360L, which is an expanded platform for SiriusXM. And it's really been a beneficial relationship for us with SiriusXM.
As a dealer, just remember, we don't compete with anybody else. We are absolutely one of the best profitability accessories you can add to any head unit that is SiriusXM ready.
All right, welcome back to the show. Of course, we're talking about ADAS, and in specific, we're talking about Brandmotion, a brand that's really dedicated to this category with a ton of innovations, which we're going to dive into right now. Nick, the first item out of the gate I want to talk about is your wireless camera system. Now, obviously, the original systems that came out, and there are a lot that are still on the market today, which for certain purposes is appropriate, which is a wired system. But what makes this system unique is this wireless property. So tell us a little bit more about the Brandmotion wireless camera system.
The wireless camera system has a reliable wireless connection, virtually no lag. It gives you color enhanced night vision, microphone for audible as well through the monitor. And it also is easy to install, straightforward user guide instructions, and had DVR capabilities. All you need to install is ground and power. So anywhere with a running light, marker light, it's been very user-friendly and installation-friendly.
Very cool indeed, and I think this is a great opportunity to bring on our next guest, which is, of course, the man, Dave McLean, representing Dick's Performance, Brandmotion's Canadian distributor. Now, Dave, I know you're an installer yourself, and I understand you might have some of these products with you to kind of give us a little bit more insight onto just how special these wireless camera systems are from Brandmotion.
Yeah, Ben, thanks for having me on the show today. We've been selling Brandmotion here for quite some time now, and we're happy to say these are the best cameras we can offer you in the wireless market. Whether it's the monitor with camera kit or the add-on cameras, the add-on side markers, there's no view you can't cover with a wireless camera system. And what better way to protect yourself, but also recording it all. So it's even got a built-in DVR. Crystal clear monitor, really easy to use. And as Nick had mentioned, if your wife is screaming at you, you can hear her through the camera, right with a speaker built into the monitor.
All right, Dave, thanks for that insight. Some really cool options, especially now with that wireless camera system, guys. Think about the opportunity for installation. So much easier. Now, our next item is probably an item that most consumers, I would say, aren't even aware is available in the aftermarket. And that is the really cool 360 view cameras that are so prominent in many of today's modern vehicles. Well, Brandmotion actually has an aftermarket solution for it. And Nick, I believe you actually have it set up there to show us how it works.
Thank you, Ben. The 360 vision system is right here. It is used by corporations across the country and also on large utility and RV vehicles, but it's your 4 wired cameras, front, back, left, right, 3D rendering. So it gives you the bird's eye view you are used to in your typical new car. And then it gives the driver over 10 selectable views of what situation they might be going through. If they're going through a narrow alley, you can have right or left. If you're backing up to a dock, you're able to go bird's eye view focus to the rear, so you're not hitting the dock bumpers. And then it also has turn signal triggers, right, left, and back. So trigger wires to automatically give you the blind spot view when you do hit the turn signals or in reverse. So the most automatic way to know everything around your vehicle and also give you the bird's eye view, situational awareness.
Hey, Nick, you wouldn't happen to have a demonstration. Is that actually active right now? Can you show us what this would look like so that the viewers at home understand the full effect of this 360 vision deal?
Hey, Ben, absolutely. We actually made this demo just for that. You have your 9-inch touchscreen we fashioned as if you placed it into the dash, but you have a dial that comes with every system as well that you can put anywhere in the cab or vehicle with the 3M sticky tape that you're able to go from each possible view that the driver could want. So if you're backing up, you can go over the straight to the rear and do a bird's eye view, straight blind spot elimination, right and left if you're going through an angle. But you have over 10 selectable views, full 1080p, and all 4 cameras are recording as well. So you have 4 live feeds being recorded, but it gives you that whole view of everything around the vehicle.
So a lot like those OEM systems that everyone's trying to get in their vehicles, this allows us to do the same bird's eye view for those large vehicles that we don't drive all the time. It also allows us to choose the vision that we want to see. So whether it's side view, top-down view, front only, rear only, it's all there. And it all records. How much better can it be than the 360 camera from Brandmotion?
I gotta say, pretty cool. First time I've seen a system quite like that here on CMA. And if you have a customer that's looking for that absolute OEM and beyond kind of experience when it comes to a 4-camera system and DVR, it's going to be hard to beat the Brandmotion 360 vision that we just saw there. All right, we're talking about cameras. Of course, they have a great selection of cameras, but more specifically, commercial cameras. So, Nick, what do you have for the commercial fleets out there that are looking for a camera solution?
It has never been a better time to determine exactly how you want to see out of your vehicle and work to build your own system when it comes to ADAS and camera solution. I'll run you through some of our new commercial wired camera options. We have our low profile, our dash camera, all 4-pin. Wide angle and low profile, has more of a protective shield with upper and lower. So it's never been a better time to modify your own safety solution with Brandmotion. This is your wide angle. We also have a internal dome camera. And the other really cool feature is you are able to mix and match with our wireless camera and receiver on this system as well. So if you have the wired cameras up to 4, you are able to have a wireless as well. So really mix and match and modify a system that's catered to your specific needs and needs of your fleet or on your vehicle.
You know, Brandmotion's done some unique things. One of the things they've done is with their wired HD monitors, they've allowed us to pick from different camera views, whether it's dash cam, rear view, side view, front view, internal view. They basically have a camera to cover all of it. They do have a lot of IR sensors as well, so they're going to be really good in low light. A lot of those cameras have selectable mirroring as well. You can just cut a quick loop and mirror that image so it fits where the application needs it to be. The other thing that they have is the HDS 7705. This little camera allows you to do a wireless camera on a wired monitor. So you can mix and match. So we see this on boom trucks. We see this on line painting vehicles where the camera at the end of the boom needs to be wireless because they don't want to run a DIN cable all the way down there. There may be a marker light on the end of that boom. We can simply mount a wireless camera and then plug in our receiver into our wired monitor that's already in that vehicle for all their other cameras and allow for that application to be expanded. And again, all of it's recorded via DVR. So whether you have an incident or want to check something, you can just go back, rewind, and watch it.
Now, of course, no proper ADAS conversation would be complete if we didn't include some type of sensors. In this case, we're going to be talking about our radar for blind spot sensing. This is so critically important, especially for larger fleet vehicles and medium-sized ones for that matter. So when it comes to the Brandmotion solution, what do you have to offer, Nick?
We're very excited about our commercial radar blind spot. This was our solution to metal bumpers or step-down bumpers. This is a completely externally mounted system. These black sensors go on the passenger and the driver side near the door, and it actually captures the entire side of your vehicle in the detection zone rather than your typical radar blind spot just starting at your bumper. These indicator with the light up icons go in the A pillar, straightforward and detailed installation available. But it's a dynamic system. It doesn't have to be input into the CAN. It doesn't use GPS. It's actually a more reliable technology than GPS. It reads ground speed, so it's reading the speed of your vehicle and on any oncoming vehicle on either side. Once it does determine it's less than 10 seconds or less than 6 seconds to impact, time to impact, then it gives you that icon. If you were to hit the turn signal, you would also get an audible alert if there is something in your indicator zone. But we've found great traction with this to increase or to reduce merging and sideswipe accidents.
So I think what Nick's trying to say is that these are easier to install than any other blind spot monitoring system for commercial vehicles. I've actually had the ability to install one of these and see what it works through. And mounting those sensors on the side behind the cab is much easier than running the full length of the vehicle. I also appreciate the fact that I don't have to go into the CAN network or put a GPS sensor anywhere on the vehicle. This is a very good system. It warns way before you think it should, and it helps and holds that warning for longer than you think it should, which of course means safer. This is not a falsified system. It's not going to false like some others when it comes to other vehicles approaching too fast or too slow. It's a very adaptable system and very easy for drivers to use. I think this is a great offering from Brandmotion and one that definitely requires a look by all fleet departments.
All right, so we're down to our last and final piece on today's show, but it's one that's definitely very important and unique. It's called the full view mirror, and I don't want to give it all away, but I gotta say, I haven't seen a whole lot of mirrors in this category that does exactly what this guy does.
Our full view mirror system is fully integrated. It is a digital rear view mirror display with an integrated dash cam pointing forward and a wired rear mounted camera that gives your display vision of what's behind you. This is perfect for any utility vehicle with a toolbox or Jeep with an oversized tire or Bronco with an oversized tire. Anything without the visibility to the rear, this gives you everything you had with a typical rear view mirror, but more. It's 170-degree horizontal, so it opens up 2 more lanes of traffic, and it truly eliminates your blind spot. It is touchscreen. You are able to scroll down if you were to look at the bed of a pickup. Or hooking up to a gooseneck trailer would be a good use case, but then you can also go back up to the street level. It's internally stored DVR, comes with a 32 gig micro SD card that will give you a couple days worth of footage, automatically looped. You are able to go up to 128, and that gives you about a week. Last thing we fit in that display was a G-Shock sensitivity sensor. So this would give you sensitivity sensor that would register a significant impact. It would lock that into the SD card. So you very set it and forget it. You're covered. 2-channel DVR, automatically loops and automatically saves if something happens. So very feature oriented and integrated to look at real estate you're used to looking at.
You know, here at Dick's Performance, we sell a lot of full view cameras, and that's because the options of the cameras. There's the 3 different options: the heavy duty commercial camera, the tire mount for Bronco and Jeep, and of course the universal lip mount camera. This is a great system for those that need rear vision capabilities. Maybe you got 3 rows of kids behind you and you can't see outside anymore. This is a great system for that. Maybe you're an overlander, you got all your stuff packed in the back, you can't see over the seats, your rear mirror is no longer operable. This puts that rear view system right back in place. Now, of course, all that's great, but even better than that, it's also a dash cam, a front and rear dash cam. So on top of all of its rear vision systems, it's also a safety camera. So anybody looking to accessorize a vehicle with a dash cam is a full view customer, because I'm sure they want to see more on the road. The really nice thing, like Nick brought up, 170-degree viewing angle out of that rear camera really eliminates blind spots. Like, you can see the people right beside you, and it opens up that window of opportunity to see what's there behind those B and C pillars in those SUVs. And from what I can tell, none of these cars are very easy to see out of these days. They're very much relying on sensors. I very much like relying on my eyes, and these allow me to look and see and not just trust that little yellow light in the rearview mirror.
I want to take this opportunity and thank both Nick Winkler from Brandmotion as well as Dave McLean from Dick's Performance for joining us on today's show. If you're interested in finding out more details on any of the products covered on today's session, make sure you head over to the website brandmotion.com. And if you happen to be a dealer in Canada, definitely reach out to Dave and his team over at Dick's Performance North. Now, here's my takeaway. If you want to get into ADAS, man, start on the right foot. Take a look at the Brandmotion products. Not only do they provide solutions, but they are innovating. Every single item that we talked about today was obviously designed and engineered with a lot of thought. And the innovation is clear, whether it's the rear view mirror or the 360 system or any of the wireless camera systems, which are all interchangeable and adaptable. Definitely this suite of products will suit the needs of pretty much any scenario you can think of when dealing with an ADAS scenario. That's it for this CMA Connected, brought to you by SiriusXM. I'm your host, Ben Wu. Until next time, we connect.